Kids are invited to get cozy in the Nature Nook. This is at the Hastings Museum, and it includes agriculture. Here's NTV's Grow co-host Steve White with a closer look.
A lot of fun things to see and do at Hastings Museum, but agriculture even factors into the new Nature Nook. Teresa's here to tell us more about that. I mean, this is an exciting project, right?
It's a very exciting project. We're very happy to be able to present the different habitats that you find in Nebraska, including agriculture. It is a unique situation that we have in the Great Plains, and it's an important part of what we do, not only for economics, but for our food and for our livelihood.
Did you think that was a story important to tell in the Nature Nook?
You know, Nebraska is known for agriculture, and while it's predominant around here, we wanted to try and strike a balance between what natural Nebraska looks like and what agriculture Nebraska looks like. So we talked about how agriculture has changed, that farmers are trying to be conservationally sound. We had an ag advisory group that came in and told us about the hot issues and things that we were not aware of, because many of us that work here at the museum are not in the ag business or haven't come from that background, so we used people with their expertise to try and get that information that was important for today.
So there's a pivot there. They can learn about water. There's some video screens where they can learn about GMOs and a lot of maybe some of the science behind some of these things too, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of different aspects of agriculture. We have a pivot point that replicates what T&L Irrigation does here in Hastings. It's a production company. But we talk about water conservation. We talk about no-till practices, things that you do that you try and conserve water no matter how you're irrigating your crops. We talk about the different products that come from agricultural products or crops. What's in your shampoo? You know, a lot of things that you don't think about that might have some component of agriculture in it.
So you said you kind of worked with some different agricultural groups to get a little input on that then?
We brought in commodity boards. We also brought in the Natural Resource District people, UNL Extension Service. We brought in different people that have different perspectives on agriculture. We all sat down at one table and we talked, and what was so surprising and so good of a relationship about the whole thing is they all got along, and everybody was striking the same information. And so it was kind of nice to know that no matter if you're raising soybeans or if you're raising cattle, some of the same issues are the same for all of those groups. And so that was one of the things that we worked with and tried to show a balance.
You better tell people, if you want to see the Nature Nook, how do you do that?
The Nature Nook is part of one of the exhibits at the Hastings Museum. It's with admission to the museum. You are welcome to go in there.
Find out what you can do in the week ahead with your Grow forecast coming up next. And later on, we find out what they're doing at NCTA. And Curtis, stick around.